Have you ever wondered what would happen if the world's greatest detective, the Caped Crusader, was born with actual superpowers? We all know the story. A tragic childhood, a vow to fight crime, and years of intense training to become the peak of human potential. But what if all that discipline, wealth, and intellect were combined with innate superhuman abilities? Let's explore this epic what-if scenario. Imagine a young Bruce Wayne, not just driven by grief, but also grappling with powers he can't explain. Maybe it's super strength, letting him bend the metal of the gun that changed his life. Or perhaps it's invulnerability, meaning the bullets would have just bounced off him. This single change completely rewrites his origin story. His motivation might shift from avenging his parents' vulnerability to understanding and controlling the immense power he possesses, a power that makes him fundamentally different from the rest of humanity. Instead of spending years traveling the world to learn martial arts and forensics, he would spend that time mastering his powers. His training would be less about pushing human limits and more about exploring superhuman ones. Think of a young Bruce testing the limits of his flight, learning to control heat vision with pinpoint accuracy, or honing telepathic abilities to read the minds of criminals. His journey becomes one of self-discovery, not just self-improvement. He wouldn't need to build an arsenal of gadgets. He would be the arsenal. As the Night Vigilante, his presence in Gotham would be terrifyingly effective. Criminals wouldn't just fear a man in the shadows, they'd fear a god. Imagine him stopping a speeding car with one hand or phasing through walls to appear in a room full of mobsters. The psychological impact would be immense. Crime rates would plummet, not just because he's a better crime fighter, but because the very idea of committing a crime in his city would seem pointless. His rogues gallery would also have to evolve. Would the Joker's chaos stand a chance against a being who could read his every thought? Would Scarecrow's fear toxin even work on a mind that powerful? He would need cosmic-level threats to truly be challenged. But this power would come at a cost. The core of his character is his humanity, his relatability as a man who pushed himself to be more. With superpowers, he risks becoming detached, an unrelatable deity looking down on the city he protects. His internal conflict would no longer be about staying on the right side of the line between justice and vengeance. It would be about holding on to his humanity. Could he still connect with people like Alfred, Robin, or Gordon? Or would his immense power create an unbridgeable gap between him and the people he swore to protect? This version of the character would be less of a dark knight and more of a bright god, a symbol of absolute power used for absolute good. His story becomes a cautionary tale about the burdens of power and the struggle to remain human in the face of divinity. He would be Gotham's protector, its savior, but perhaps also its most isolated resident. The question is, would he still be the hero we know and love, or would he become something else entirely? What do you think? What superpower would make him the most interesting? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching Amazing Comic Heroes. And if you enjoyed this What If, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite characters.